the Atlantis kind of set everything off. I have 4 tanks here to kind of show you and tell you why things have kind of slowed down. Once again, I will be uploading the Limo 2 review right after this video as well, too. Just something new that came in that I really enjoyed using. Let's go down this bottom camera real quick, then we can come back and we'll talk a little bit about the direction that the industry is going. All right, so as you can see here, this is pretty much all I have been getting in from China the last month and a half. Due to the popularity of the Atlantis tank, obviously you see all these companies now come into the market, which means that there's a huge demand for this, and there's nothing wrong with it. People that enjoy vaping and at 0.5 sub-ohming, doing it in a safe way, using devices that can handle these type of tanks. And if that's the way that you like to vape, fantastic. It's just not for me, especially with my all-day vape, something I'm going to talk a little bit when we go back to the top camera. But what launched all of this brilliant coil design here. This is the, from the Atlantis, from Aspire. That vertical coil design is pretty much what all of these tanks use, no matter where they come from. Starting from the top left, we have the Heracles by Sense. We have the Donner by ITSUWA. New company, never heard of them before. They do all the OEM for smoke and vapor. We have here the Eco Tank by Heat Vape. That's the company that makes the Defender. And of course, the Mellow by E-Leaf. Once again, one thing that you're going to see common here, they all pretty much use the same style coil. In fact, the Atlantis or the coils that come with these can be mixed and matched. And in some cases, they flat out use the Atlantis coil. Of course, with your organic cotton, the vertical build inside of the coil, we see some parallel builds coming in now in some of these coils that you can crank them up to 70, 80, and 100 watts in some cases. But, for me, it's just way too hot. One of the things that I do want to show you is on this tank here, which I found was pretty interesting. Never heard of this company, by the way. The ITSUWA with a Donor. What they have done on their coil, it's going to be very hard to see. There you go. They have a little mesh surrounding the holes, and then the cotton is on the inside. That way, I think what they did that is to kind of throttle the juice that's coming in. That way you don't get a lot of that spit back or overfeeding of your coil. Works pretty good, though. I've been able to crank this up to about 60, 70 watts. It does have just one airflow coming in, and you'll see there you can shut off the airflow completely. As you can see, this room is getting cloudy up here. Vapes kind of like the Atlantis. Gotta be honest with you. The Mellow by E-Leaf, again, a little bit of a different design. I really like the ridges that are on this top and bottom cap. I think it gives it for a nice little look. And it'll probably look really good on a stainless steel mech as well. Again, 30 watts here on the MVP3. Ooh. That's a menthol right there. Whew. Posted that on my Instagram as well. Quick review. Vapes like the Atlantis. Now to the Donor by ITSUWA. I just like saying ITSUWA. Have it cranked here to 40 watts on a DNA 40 device. This one, just like the Heracles, I've been able to crank it a little bit higher, 60, 70 watts without burning anything. This one I've been enjoying a little bit better if you don't like that spit back that you get in some of these coils. I think that little mesh that they put around the coil has throttled the e-liquid and how fast it goes inside the coil. If I had to pick flavor-wise from all the 4, I would say this has a slight edge. Again, the flavor for me comes out muted. All of this because of the Atlantis. And this is just a small sample. I mean, there's at least another 6, 7 tanks either already on the market or they're coming. I know Innikin's putting out the ISUB, another sub-ohm tank there on the market. So a lot of these coming out simply because of the demand. But keep in mind, I think what's going to boil down to is pretty much aesthetics and maybe price. These coils are expensive, so you want to find something that works well for you, looks good on your device. You like that style of vaping, you can't go wrong. And just a little PSA here is that you have to make sure that you're well aware of what battery you're going to be using, what type of device. Find your sweet spot, but do it safely. And definitely try not to use these tanks with hybrid mechanical connections. We've seen a couple of examples in the past. Some of them have made national media where they've had been shorted out on the top. So try to read up on them as much as you can. Try to get all the safety information before you start using these sub-ohm tanks. And innovation, is it? Or just taking an existing tank and changing around a little bit the configuration of the tank? To me, that's what it is. You might not agree with me, but that is strictly my opinion. And it's also not the way that I vape. So I don't feel it's fair to sit there and individually do a review on each one of these, since I'm probably, I don't know, am I the only mouth-to-lung inhaler left in the vaping community? I might be. But as more as these sub-ohm tanks come out, to me, I like to just put them next to each other, vape on them for a little bit, and then just kind of give you a general idea maybe when 3 or 4 are collected all together. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this video up. It's kind of funny, the most unknown tank from the bunch, I've never heard of this company before, has the slight edge on flavor. Slight. Obviously, I can't vape like this all the time. I am living dangerously here at 11.8 watts with a 1.2 ohm build on my K-Fun. All right, delicious tea. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please drop me a line, vapinggreek@gmail.com. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and demisphere.com. Or catch me live every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern with Smoke Free Radio on the VP Live Network. People have been asking me about the replays, soundcloud.com/vapinggreek or soundcloud.com/VP Live. I'll have the link in the comment box below. If you want to catch up on some of the previous episodes, I've talked about pre-market application. I had some lobbyists on last week's episode that talked about the importance of state legislation, what RJR is trying to do. And if you care about this product, if you want to get involved, do something. We need to do it now before it's too late. As always, thank you for watching.